Sawadee krap, it's Tuesday, March 26th. I'm JP Mestanza, and this is Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. Now here's the news you need to know. Remember when Phuket Governor Patong last month called on people not to panic about possible water shortages? Well, this week he, quote, urged relevant agencies to find water reserves to supplement public water supply, quote, in case of a drought. The, quote, request was handed out at a meeting at Provincial Hall yesterday as the governor urged government agencies to establish measures in preparation for drought prevention while also asking water distribution plans to be made, which are already in place, and urging farmers to use less water for their crops, at least to be aware of how much water they use. The meeting also saw an update on the current status of the island's three main public water reserves. The Bang Nyo Dam in Sri Suthorn is at 45% capacity. The Bang Wat Dam in Katu is at 69% capacity, and the Klongkata Reservoir in Chalong is at 40% capacity. The governor's request to make preparations for a, quote, possible drought comes after his February 8th announcement that Phuket had, quote, absolutely enough water to last the dry season. Just before the governor's about-face on the water situation in Phuket, local officials around the island were already making preparations into this very thing that happens almost every year. Patong was just the latest city to do so, rolling out free emergency water supply to residents. The mains water supply in Patong has left many without any running water at all, and Patong Mayor Chalermlap Kepsap told the Phuket News yesterday that the city's water trucks will provide free water 3 days a week, on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, on Prabarami Road, Pitsegorani Road, and Nanai Road from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. for residents only, not businesses. Residents must be beside the road at that time with their own containers at the ready to take in the water, and Mayor Kepsat said that the water is being drawn from underground sources available to Patong Municipality. Any residents who miss the water truck and need water can call the municipality at 076-342-600. Following a slew of queries asking about a tsunami alert that was reported for Phuket and other Andaman Coast provinces, but the Phuket disaster chief is confirming that no such alert was ever issued. Over the weekend, local netizens on social media became concerned after a, quote, tsunami alert was issued. But what actually happened is that the Director General of the Disaster Office for the nation, he sent out a notice to officials under his command at the provincial level to monitor the situation following two earthquakes in the Andaman Islands on Saturday evening, a 5.0 and a 5.2 earthquake respectively. Officials in Ranong, Phang Nga, Phuket, Krabi, Trang, and Satun were urged to monitor the situation in case a tsunami alert needed to be issued. And the Phuket disaster chief is saying that the notice was nothing to worry about, as the earthquakes were not strong enough to even issue an alert. In a statement, the National Disaster Warning Center in Bangkok says that the cause of Saturday's earthquakes in the Andaman Islands were normal movement of the Indian and Eurasia tectonic plates, and that normally, earthquakes have to measure over 7.5 on the Richter scale with normal fault movement to cause a tsunami. Phuket Extra will be right back after these words. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. While some political parties are moving ahead with plans to form a coalition government, others are moving against the Election Commission, saying they need to be impeached. Welcome to day 2 of the Thailand elections aftermath. Let's start with the Election Commission, as hundreds of thousands of citizens have signed an online petition calling for the commissioners of the EC to be removed, citing blunders and malpractice in the handling of Thailand's March 24 elections, the first in 7 years. As of this broadcast, the petition had just under 750,000 signatories, and the petition is expected to be submitted to the Senate Speaker, with the Bangkok Post reporting that it can be used for the National Anti-Corruption Commission to conduct a speedy investigation into the Election Commission, posing a very real threat against them. While the EC is under threat, it looks as though the Phú Thai party, connected to former fugitive ex-Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra, is moving ahead with forming a coalition government, since they, according to unofficial results, have 137 constituency seats, while the second place party, the pro-military Palang Pracharat, are moving ahead with forming their own coalition as they have 116 total seats. The results are still too close to call, but that hasn't stopped either party from trying to get other parties on their side, including the Future Forward Party, which joined the Phú Thai party. But it's interesting to note that while the Phú Thai party had the most seats, the unofficial tallies also show that the Palang Pracharat won the popular vote, earning about 500,000 more votes than the Phú Thai party. The Bangkok Post is reporting that this all leaves as the Bum Jai Thai party the quote kingmaker, as they're the last party left with a hefty amount of seats, 51, to remain undecided on which coalition government they would join. Of note, the Bum Jai Thai is the party that wants to legalize recreational marijuana in Thailand. While this is all going on, the Future Forward Party filed their own request for the Election Commission to reveal more data, specifically the constituency-based data, to quote, prevent poll fraud, hoping that by disclosing all of the voter data at each polling unit for public examination, it'll help reduce electoral fraud. And that's it for Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. For safe, secure, and soundproof windows, visit pvcphuket.com. If you're watching us on YouTube, click that subscribe button to check out all of our future videos. And if you're watching us on Facebook, give us a like on the Phuket News page. From all of us here at the Phuket News Center, thank you for watching, and until tomorrow, Wednesday, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000 and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.